Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2021. Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz. Hope this first day of the new year, January 2021, is being very good and very kind to you. Certainly the markets are looking great. Overall, we continue to surge upwards. Total market cap, $779 billion. That's up 2.5%. We're now coming up on our all-time high in terms of the total cryptocurrency market cap. That was achieved 3 years ago in January of 2018, somewhere in the neighborhood of $840 billion. So I think very realistically, we could achieve a new all-time high for the total cryptocurrency market cap, perhaps even this month. Bitcoin overnight reached a new all-time high, not quite 30K just yet, but I think we're knocking on the door. We were as high as $29,600 and a few other projects performing very well. Hey, it's a great start to 2021 for XRP, up nearly 9% on the day. Other projects performing very, very well indeed, including THETA, which we're going to get to in just a second. Unbelievable performance by THETA, which of course we've been talking up these last few days now. Let's start with this, I suppose, quasi-New Year's message by Michael Saylor here from MicroStrategy. This tweeted, I should say, yesterday on New Year's Eve. Satoshi created a city in cyberspace composed of 21 million city blocks for the 21st century. In 2021, everyone will want a place there. Hashtag Bitcoin. 2021 seems to be the year. Dan Held replying here with 21. It's a number that I think is going to be burned into our brains going forward for the rest of our lives, but in a good way. I think it's going to be a fantastic year for everybody that chooses to get into this space, but especially if you've been with us now for a few years, I think it's going to be extremely rewarding, and that's probably an understatement. I think it's going to be life-changing. I can feel it on my side of things, just personally speaking with the way that I've set up my investments, some of my finances. This is the inflection point where it takes off, and potentially, but I have no reason to believe that it won't, potentially it can change really the rest of our lives, really for the better. So I remain optimistic. I don't know if you can tell. And the important thing, in my opinion right now, is that the broader market is also showing a lot of that same optimism. So here we have yet another story that confirms this thesis that I've been discussing in recent days and in recent weeks. My contention remains that if you're a traditional company, or even if you're a new age company, forget about tradition in the conventional sense, but if you're traded on the NASDAQ, if you're listed on the S&P 500, if you have any kind of association with Wall Street where you can be accessed in terms of your stakeholders or whatnot, if you're in that traditional financial space, now you have any announcement, any association with Bitcoin is rewarded in that traditional space. Here on Coindesk.com, proving my point yet again. We talked about GreenPro, we talked about MicroStrategy. Now we have Bitcoin mining machine maker Ebang to launch crypto exchange in 2021, and as a result, their shares rise. So Bitcoin mining equipment maker Ebang, ticker EBON, EBON, announced Thursday, so that's yesterday, that it is preparing to officially launch a cryptocurrency exchange in the first quarter of 2021. Shares of the NASDAQ-listed mining equipment manufacturer rose on this news, jumping as high as $6.18 a share before settling down to $5.71 at the time of press. That's up about 16%. So another company, again, it's obviously in the Bitcoin space in terms of what it does, but another company traded in the conventional financial circles that is up, that is being rewarded. Now up again, actually. So it kind of resettled and then it came back up, as you can see, up 23.37% on the day since the opening of the markets this morning. Taking a look at the 5-day chart here, you can see that this is a very clear trend. It started out with MicroStrategy, very, very obvious trend. It continued with GreenPro Capital. They announced a $100 million Bitcoin fund. And now you have EBON, EBON, Ebang International Holdings. This is also the case for them. Like I said, we have a small sample pool for the time being, only several companies. But I think the trend here is so obvious, it's so clear that this behooves other companies, even if they have no business in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, to jump on the bandwagon. Now, we don't want to see just frivolous involvement in the blockchain space. Your participation in this sector as a company should stem from some kind of proper pragmatic use case. But to the extent that that's possible, that can be part of your business strategy, even if it's only holding Bitcoin on your balance sheets, I think this is something now that we're going to see many, many more. And I'm talking dozens, perhaps hundreds more companies that are going to start emulating some of these strategies. So I'm very excited to see how far this trend will go. Don't forget, we also have the trend of athletes, Russell Okung and other celebrities that I think are going to insist more and more on payment in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin this year. So it's going to be a great year. I am so enthusiastic. Moving on to some altcoin news here. We have NEM at NEM official from yesterday. As a further demonstration of our commitment to strengthening the NEM network, we're pleased to announce a partnership with Easy DeFi, a non-custodian wallet that makes crypto payments, transfers, and DeFi farming easy. We also have some updates here from Dash at DashPay. Product update by head of product at Dash Core Group, Dali Brand. Dash platform testnet announcement. You can read about that on the website that we'll take a look at in just a second. You can also read about the Dash platform details. And they also wish everyone a very happy and prosperous new year. Check out this video that's attached to the tweet here, just about 90 seconds or so long. Here's the more technical details of the announcement here. So release announcement, Dash platform v0.17 and Dash Pay on testnet. Dash Core Group DCG is excited to announce the release of the Dash platform v0.17 for testnet. After a successful deployment to testnet, a new version of the Dash Pay wallet for Android and iOS will also be released to Dash Pay Alpha program users in the following days. This flagship application demonstrates the power of Dash platform to facilitate industry-leading user experiences for cryptocurrency applications, ones that are visually indistinguishable from centralized offerings. These user experiences are facilitated by decentralized application data storage, an alternative to Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud Platform, where user data is secure and not monetized for advertising profit. Read more about the Dash platform on dash.org/platform. Manage your data on the blockchain. In essence here, you can also use this resource as an explainer, but the platform is a technology stack for building decentralized applications on the Dash network. The two main architectural components, Drive and DAPI, turn the Dash peer-to-peer network into a cloud that developers can integrate with their applications. All right, time for some THETA news. Yesterday, we talked about the decentralized THETA Edge network with a look at this tweet here and this announcement from a couple days ago now, the 30th of December. Well, we have a follow-up that's very, very important. So THETA network at THETA_network. Happy New Year. Announcing the launch of, quote, pre-elite Edge node and T-Fuel staking, a preview of THETA mainnet 3.0. Download and update your Edge node today. See below for details. And here now on medium.com, the THETA Edge node already lets users broadcast and watch fully decentralized live stream videos over the THETA Edge network and earn T-Fuel tokens for sharing resources via the Edge Compute and Edge Cacher functions. Now we are adding the pre-elite Edge node, pre-EEN, functionality that rewards even more T-Fuel as a prelude to mainnet 3.0, which is scheduled for April of this year, 2021. To become a pre-EEN, please download the Edge node app for Windows or Mac OS, and the links are available here for you guys to check that out if you so choose. The most significant enhancement to the THETA protocol yet is coming in mainnet 3.0, where elite Edge nodes allow users to stake their T-Fuel tokens. For all the details on mainnet 3.0, check out the announcement blog here. The pre-EEN feature is a preview of that change, allowing you to simulate staking T-Fuel in the current Edge node. This way, we can get feedback and the extent of T-Fuel staking to expect come mainnet 3.0's release in April, and you can earn some extra T-Fuel along the way if you choose to help. So, guys, check out this write-up on medium.com. We'll link to it in the description below. Largely bolstered, I imagine, by this news, THETA has just been on a meteoric upshoot here, hitting $2.28 in the wee hours of the morning prior to this recording. Back down a little bit now, taking a break, but hey, that's fine. So THETA blasted through the $2 mark. It just seems like a few days ago we were talking about THETA consolidating in that 60, 70, maybe 80% range for several weeks, and then blasting through $1 was so exciting. And then we had the $1.30 range, the $1.50, the $1.70, which we came back down from. So now just blasting through $2 like it's nothing, like it just like blasting through tissue paper, no problem. So THETA gathering more and more steam, now above $2 billion total market cap. There is so much potential with this project. Check out our previous videos in which we broke down quantitatively just how big it can get. We'll link to those in the description below, but big kudos to the THETA team. I really think, I have a bias, no doubt about it. As a disclaimer, I am invested in THETA, but I think these guys are one of perhaps the most undervalued projects right now in terms of the potential that they have, in terms of what they can achieve in this space. These guys have the former co-founder of YouTube on their team. They have patents in their favor. They have all the leadership, all of the know-how, all of the brains to do something very, very special and create a decentralized solution to what is only an exponentially growing industry, video streaming. So a pretty unbelievable potential in my opinion, matched only, how about this segue, by Ethereum, which by many accounts is going to be the world computer of the 21st century. As much as I'm bullish on THETA, Ethereum for me is just the play that cannot be ignored. To a certain extent, I think Ethereum, in the short term, I would say, I think Ethereum, having 32 Ethereum may be more important than owning one full Bitcoin. And that's partly because we haven't hit all-time highs yet for Ethereum, still trading at about $730, $740 or so per ETH at the time of this recording. And most importantly, just as you have Bitcoin whales that are accumulating large numbers of Bitcoin in their wallets, here on Bitcoin.com, number of addresses holding ETH reaches a new all-time high at the end of 2020. So very encouraging news indeed. A new milestone has been reached in the crypto sphere as the number of addresses holding Ethereum hit an all-time high of over 51.4 million before the end of a turbulent 2020 year. And I guess just more largely speaking, one of the reasons that I'm super bullish on Ethereum, whether or not you choose to stake your 32 ETH, but all of these other projects that we talk about on this channel, all of the other altcoins, particularly the ERC20 tokens, they're all based off Ethereum, of course. Ethereum is the platform that makes all of this possible. And many, of course, have made the comparison between Bitcoin and digital gold. Yes, we all need digital gold as we move into this new decade and this new monetary paradigm that continues to evolve. Ethereum is like the oil that greases the machine, that lubricates the components of the system and makes it work. So in many ways, in the same way that oil is a massively global industry for the time being, could argue that Ethereum is like digital oil. It is the world computer, the platform on which all of these other applications, all of these other exciting projects will be built. It's also the application that makes smart contracts possible, which also I think are going to have an outsized role as we enter into this new year, as we continue into this new decade. So obviously I'm super excited about Ethereum. Take a look at this, I would say, encouraging piece of data here on news.bitcoin.com. But short video today, guys. That about wraps it up for this 1st of January 2021. Exciting times indeed, and I really think we're right around the corner from a new Bitcoin all-time high. We'll continue to ride upward, possibly after a correction, but we'll continue to ride upward overall from a macro perspective this year, in my estimation. Once we hit, maybe 80, 90, 100K potentially in perhaps Q3, I'm just throwing that out there. I think a correction is inevitable, and then I think we're really going to see some of the alts surge. So it may take a little bit of time, at least that's how I see it, but we're on the precipice of glory. So don't be impatient. You've come this far. Make sure you set up your plays and make sure you're in a position to benefit really in a life-changing sense, as I discussed at the outset of this video. Use this opportunity to change your life, the life of your loved ones, the life of your family for the better. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, as I see it. So best of luck, guys, if you choose to invest on this 1st of January. Stay safe, everybody. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell to receive notifications if you guys enjoyed today's video, and we do hope to see you in the next one. Take care.